Well, all right. Welcome to the show. I'm Dale Hutchison. I'm the comedian on the show, the shitty comedian you know who's on this show, and this is the set versus set version of the show. So you'll watch like a practice of the set, and then you'll watch like the actual set, which was this time was in Lethbridge, Alberta. Shortly, I think it was the last show at Good Times downtown Lethbridge before Christmas and Christmas and all that stuff. So yeah, so I'll just post them both and you can watch them. And I don't really know what the fuck you subscribe after that and like watch us and like try and find me at a comedy club like live in person. That'd be better because it helps like live comedy when people are watching it. But you can tune into the show. But it was about my dad, and it was like a Christmas set. And in my opinion, this was one of the fucking.
This is the worst Christmas ever, I would say. First my cat, he disappeared, and like my special cat, my cat that looks like a leopard, and we loved each other so much. He like slept under the blankets with me, and he was my great friend. And it just snowballed from there. A couple days later, my own father died. Very fast, within one day. Got sick, died, like gone. Um, and I had shows booked and stuff like that, so I did them. But it just wasn't. And then my friend Stephen died, over right before Christmas. So there's been, and the guy left us young. It was so bad. But there has to, it's like the shitty ending to like the greatest movie ever written in the world, right? Because 2024 saw lots of success. Like there's such a shitty, death-filled ending to this 2024 movie. But nobody blew their skull off, right? We're all looking at the snowy side of the ground. But and in 2024, like in the winter, I had to live in the cold. Like again, it's like with again, just I'm like what am I gonna say? But I'm gonna stop talking about bad stuff. We'll go on to good stuff, right? Because
So I say the set went good, but we can talk about it after. Let's just fucking. Let's just end it. Let's just end this trashy piece of shit show. And you can watch the practice now, and then the show, and then we'll talk for about maybe a minute and a half. I promise. And let's fucking do that. All right, I'm Dale Hutchison. I'm a shitty comedian from Lethbridge, Alberta. Maybe the shittiest, right? This could be the shittiest thing you've ever seen in your life, right? Just don't say I didn't warn you, right? That was your warning. I've been depressed. I've been depressed, and I haven't been up on stage. I've just been trying to work through it, and when you get depressed, you procrastinate. You don't want to do things that you have to do, but I'm not going to do that anymore. So without further ado, here's my Halloween set. It's a little late. I'm joking. We're doing the Christmas thing, right? Yeah, we're doing Christmas. And Christmas, even more, even worse, even more depressing for me. It just is. It is normally. This year especially, right? I just lost my dad. Yeah, thank you. Lost him at the mall. lost him at the mall, and just misplaced him right for a while, for a little while. But he was okay. But the very next day, he died. He died. For real, like he died. And I want to think that the two events were not related to each other, right? I don't think like leaving a elderly man, in a wheelchair, being a dementia patient and everything in downtown Lethbridge. I don't think there's much that could happen to him out there in Lethbridge, Deathbridge, Leth Vegas scene. I just don't think anything could have anything could have occurred. But yeah, he's gone. So don't point a finger at me. Don't point any fingers at me. It's it's not my fault. Just saying. But he loved. I can't remember like a thing like anyone's ever really given me for Christmas that I would still be talking about now. But I always remember my dad being there, right? And I want to tell like one of his favorite jokes, or one favorite event in his life when we were kids. In the summertime, he was all about the Tabor corn, right? And the corn like comes from the truck on the side of the road, all over Alberta, right? He would buy like, when it come out, he'd buy like the biggest sack, and then we'd start cooking it up. We'd be eating it for dinner this one day, and he yanked the corn like out of our mouths like it was a cock or something, right? Like he didn't want us to eat it like it was poison. And he says, "This is not Tabor corn," and we're taking it back. And within a minute, we were back in the truck with the corn in the sack, back at Sunridge Mall, and we're returning this shit, right? My dad has the sack. Okay, I gotta shorten this joke. My dad's got the sack, and he says to this man, he says, like, "You ripped me off. This is not Tabor corn." And the man says to my dad, he's like, "No, sir, this is not Tabor corn." He points at the sign and said, "This is tapered corn." And sure as shit, I looked at the sign, and it definitely said tapered. It definitely said tapered, right? This guy was like, I think this guy was one of the smartest motherfuckers out there. Smartest men. This might be the smartest man in the world. This guy could be a genius. He could be a genius. And he proved it. There was this cutout in his cardboard sign that said tapered corn. There was also this shape cut out of there. He shucked a corn, and that corn fit within that tapered shape. And he had to do it. He had to do it 3 times, to prove it to my dad. And then we had to eat that shitty Canada #1 USA grown corn for a fucking week, And you know what, Mary? I'm just gonna end this. Merry freaking Christmas to you, Lethbridge, and don't leave your dad downtown, right? It's not cool. And that's the end. And you're just gonna have to I'm gonna have to just practice so this is like in my head and a script, and I don't have to get emotional about it. But my dad would say, go for it, do the joke and do it that way. So I just can't do it in 7 minutes, so I gotta unfuck it here. So it needs some work. There's a version of it, right?
Less Fox, everybody. Keep it going for them, man. Get in the spirit. We are almost done. What? You guys have somewhere to be? Why are you recording it? Just kidding. So Les, you are not. It's not native. No, he has a last name. That's Fox. First time I saw his name, I thought he was my cousin. You know? Showed up as just this guy. A beard. Alright, so keep it going. Oh, fuck. Coming to the stage next, we got a guy that's been trying it out. You know, he's been funny. Each time he shows up, I want you guys to give it a round of applause to the super duper funny Dale Hutchison. Give a big round of applause.
Thank you very much. I'm Dale Hutchison. I'm a shitty comedian from right here in Lethbridge, Alberta, actually. Just walked in out the door like you guys. Probably the shittiest in the world. There's comment cards, you can fill them out, or should I say comment card? On my card, we won't go plural tonight. And right on there, Dale is shitty. Come back next week, see if I'd killed myself, right? If I was gonna kill myself, I think I'd want it to be fun. I would take like 2 of those flashlights, or like pocket pussies, tie them in a knot, and just, hang myself. But I imagine what would happen is you just bounce for like a really long time, and kind of up and down, and you end up like lying on the floor. But I'll tell you what really happens is you have so much fun, trying to tie the two, that you just end up fucking one of the flashlights, right? And thus saving your life. From the very flashlight was just about to take it. Kind of ironic, right? I haven't been out performing in a while. It's I've been depressed. And when you get depressed, you procrastinate a little bit, right? I haven't been writing my comedy sets. But without further ado, let's catch up. So here's my Halloween set, right? We're doing the Christmas thing. I see some Christmas hats. Christmas is already depressing enough. Even especially for my family, just recently, we just lost my dad. It's been pretty sad. We lost him at the mall. He wasn't dead. We couldn't find him for a long time. But with the help of mall security, we were able to track him down, and he was okay. He was okay. But Not so much because like he died the next day. Like, for real, he's dead. He's gone. Like I'm not kidding. He's really gone, and I like. My God, you're laughing at my dead. I like to think that the two events, you know, are not linked. They have nothing to do with each other, right? Because I don't think that there's anything, you know, downtown in Lethbridge, Alberta that could, you know, hurt an old guy, who's 79 in a wheelchair with dementia. Right? I just don't think that that could happen. Right? I just don't think that, you know, Lethbridge, Deathbridge, Leth Vegas, like lives up to its reputation. So I just wish people would stop pointing the fingers at me, right? You know, I don't think this was my fault. Is there any cops in the audience tonight? No cops? Okay, well we're in the clear. But yeah, that's my Christmas set for tonight, and Merry fucking Christmas. Spend some time with your family, and you know, take your dad to the mall and stuff, right? And my name's Zinky Billy, and I'm gonna. Well, I don't know what to say, right? You would have just watched the same videos that I watched, you know, like the practice, and then like the set, and the stuff that was missing was like the Tabor corn joke wasn't in there. I had to cut it out because, you know, I didn't have 7 minutes of stage time. I had just 5, right? And everyone's so sticky about that, but I do have extra material, right? But you know, didn't happen that night, and had to make a decision about it. And then you know, during editing, I discovered, you know, the sound effects buttons, and I added some laughs, like make the wolf child even funnier than he really is, and because he's actually really funny. So I just had some fun making like a cool, fun video, and but I'm just fucking glad. I'm glad that Christmas is over, and I'm just, you know, I fucked that up. It's not racism, but I'm glad Christmas is over, and let's just move on from here. Said I'd wrap this up in a minute and a half, and you know, I didn't like throw too much editing into that other stuff, so just let's take this home. You don't want to go home, kid? Yeah, let's go home. Let's go home. It's time to go home. We're going home. And that was the shot.